Welcome everyone, this is Claude Alpha. Today I have the semi-final from IDC 28. I am up against Spaulding at the top of your screen playing Fire Nature Mykee Aggro, and I'm at the bottom of your screen playing Water Darkness Aggro. I have a turn 1 Aqua Guard, turn 2 Duel Spider, and it looks like another turn Duel Spider on turn 3, breaking the first shield. So yeah, a Spaulding's deck is based around Mykee Pliers, a card which allows nature and darkness creatures to become speed attackers when they on the turn they're summoned. And he combines them with cards like Gonta, Quixotic, or dragons as well. So yeah, let's see how this goes. He has a turn 3 Bronze Tribe ramping himself up. And then I proceed to break 2 more shields with the Jewel Spiders while also having a Spinning Terror on the field. He does have a Searing Wave which clears my field, leaving himself on 1 shield, and here I have to think if I want to use Jewel Spider's effect. And I decide to take back 1 shield because he only has 1 creature on the field, and having more cards in hand will allow me to apply more pressure. So I charge the Jewel Spider and draw 2 cards with Lucky Ball. I was hoping to draw into an Aqua Guard so that I can go Guard into Paladin next turn and threaten lethal. Here he could go for Jagalzor. Oh yeah, and Copper Locust is another good card to combine with Mykee Pliers. Basically becoming a 3 mana 5000 speed attacker when Mykee Pliers is on the field. So he plays another Bronze Tribe and he gets multi-bricked by Gonta, and then he summons Copper Locust. Here I get a Locomotiver out of the shield broken by Bronze Tribe, which snipes the Mykee Pliers. And then I play another one, and since I have 2 creatures on the field, I can finish him off. Yeah, pretty quick game 1, and now we go into game 2. I lead with a turn 1 Aqua Guard, and then next turn I can evolve into Spin Slicer and start to break some shields. Quixotic on the field. I don't mind seeing Quixotic yet because he's not playing Rush, so the threat of 1 drop plus 2 drop making Quixotic run over Spin Slicer won't happen just yet. But now he summons a Copper Locust, which could trade with Spin Slicer. Here I would personally charge Jewel Spider. Yeah, and summon the Spinning Terror. And I would not go in because he could go for Bronze Tribe into a 2-drop, which would allow Quixotic to run Spin Slicer over. He plays a Bronze Tribe and gets multi-bricked again by Gonta. And now he attacks shield with Copper Locust. Here I would probably go for Spinning Terror and yeah, Spiral get the Quixotic. And yeah, I'm thinking of going for Aqua Guard to protect my creatures from Copper Locust. And then I proceed to break 2 more shields. Let's see if he has Jagalzor. If he has Jagalzor, I definitely want to block Jagalzor and not the other two creatures. He's tapping 6 mana, so he probably has Jagalzor in hand. There is also the chance that he plays Miraculous Rebirth in his deck, but I haven't seen any copies yet. So he's either thinking to go for Jagalzor or perhaps Mykee Pliers and a Gonta. But instead he goes for Quixotic and a Pyrofighter. I have to think here if I wanna take the trade or not. And I think I wanna block so I can, because the way I win is I need 3 creatures to threaten lethal, and if I lose Spin Slicer now I won't be able to threaten lethal next turn. And if since Copper Locust will be tapped, Spinning Terror will be at 5000 as well, so none of his creatures will be able to kill them. And here I was hoping for another Locomotiver, but it didn't happen. And now my other hope is to draw into another Spin Slicer with Aqua Hulkus. But instead I draw into Spiral Gate, which is still pretty good, it allows me to bounce to Quixotic. And here I have to think if I wanna attack any shields. Personally, I would only attack one shield with Spinning Terror, and then leave the Crystal Spin Slicer untapped to act as a blocker in case he summons Jagalzor. Otherwise he would be able to threaten lethal, and I don't want that. So yeah, now he really has to think because he's in an awkward position. If he summons Jagalzor, I have to block only Jagalzor. Actually, no, I could block even Bronze Trap, to be honest, because then he can only like kill one creature. But now it seems like he's going to get Jagalzor on the field and another creature on top of that, so he's not just going to get a Jagalzor Speed Attacker but also an extra creature on top of that. So in this case I definitely need to block just Jagalzor. Cause yeah, he breaks one shield with Copper Locust. And then I have to stop the Jagalzor from breaking 2 shields with Spin Slicer. If I block the Copper Locust now, he can attack with Magnus, triggering the Turbo Rush effect of Jagalzor, which would allow it to break 2 more shields and then finish me off with Quixotic. So I have to take the shield here. I also have to decide how powerful Spinning Terror will become. Quixotic Hero Swine Snout is at 7000 power because he summoned the Jagalzor and the Pyrofighter alongside it. So if he taps 2 more creatures, the Quixotic would have to trade. So yeah, he has to threaten my shields. So yeah, I'm forced to block here with Spin Slicer, and now he trades with Spinning Terror, which are both at 7k. Quixotic at 7k because he summoned 2 creatures, and Spinning Terror at 7k because he had 3 creatures tapped. And now he's thinking if he wants to go in with Pyrofighter, and he does, triggering my Spiral Gate. And yeah, I have to think here. Spaulding is laughing because he broke into a trigger. And yeah, Jagalzor is probably the best bet. And yeah, I definitely bounced Jagalzor. Oh, and here I top deck Spin Slicer, which means it triggers the Copper Locust's effect that says whenever someone evolves a creature, kill this creature. So now I can just hang back and threaten lethal next turn. I don't know what he has that could turn the game around for him, maybe a Miraculous Rebirth, but I haven't seen any copies. Instead he has plenty of nature creatures that can be speed attacker with multipliers such as Rambling Terrahorn, Cryptic Totem, Copper Locust and Gonta. So I go for Lucky Ball. I'm thinking of leaving 2 water sources on tap in case I draw into 2 cards. That is unlikely, but it did happen before. And yeah, I take out the last shield, no shield trigger, so I take this game. That was the semi-final from IDC 28. Until next time, see ya.